Hey there, we're going to be going through how to do the labs that we did the week before spring break. That would be March 21st, so the week of March 21st. We did two labs that week. The first one is what is a circuit lab, and then the second one was a series and parallel lab. So I'm going to show you how to do both of those. I'm going to start with the what is a circuit lab. So if you go in the series circuits and then click on the what is a circuit lab, you're going to see some instructions, and then if you're not able to come to the classroom, you may use the virtual lab. So click on this link and it will take you to a screen that looks like this. So this is the virtual circuits lab. You can see that you have wires, batteries, light bulbs, resistors, and switches. All you have to do is to drag these things onto the blue surface and it will insert them on the lab. Now, in the pictures that are going to be in the lab, it will look different, but it all functions the same. So as long as you follow these instructions, you will be able to get the same results that you would have got physically doing it in the lab with those kits. You'll have your highlighted instructions in blue, what is a circuit, and this is what it looks like. So like I said, this stuff's going to look a little different because the circuit is done based on the boards that we had in class, but you can build them just as easily on here. So first off, the first instructions had you putting in images of the lights you build that were actual pictures that you took in class, but I understand that that's not necessary right now, so you don't have to take actual pictures of this stuff from your computer, but you will include screenshots. So it says using one battery, so I'm going to click and drag one battery onto the circuit, one bulb, one wire. All right, find three different ways that will make the bulb light up. All right, so you can use anything you want. All right, so it gives you an idea of what to start with here. So any way that I can arrange these to make the bulb light up counts as a successful attempt. Then you can go backwards and mess it up so that it's not successful. So think about it like this. It's easier to do three successful situations and then come back and do the ones that are not successful by messing them up. Okay, so one thing we'll do, all right, is rotate this battery. So when you do this, you're going to want to make sure that these red circles here and here are connecting to each other. So when you connect them, they'll turn black, and that's how you know it's connected correctly. You can stretch or shorten the wires to make them go wherever you want. The bulbs are kind of funky because they have two oddly placed circles here and here. So they're a little bit weird as far as their placement goes, but it makes it a little harder to hit them up. But like all you gotta do is I like to rotate it, and then you can see that one is connected here, and then you just need to connect another wire to the battery and connect that to the light bulb. When your light bulb comes on, you'll see that it's on because you'll have all these like yellow lines coming from the bulb, and that is what you want to do. So this would count as a successful circuit right here. So what you're going to do is you're going to take a screenshot of this and then paste it in the first box for your first successful one. So I'm going to hit Windows Shift S. That will allow me to take a screenshot, and then I will paste it right there. Okay? So now, got to make another one. So I'm going to rearrange these over here. I can add more bulbs, switches, or anything I want. So if you want to detach wires, you click on the connection points and then click the scissors to disconnect them like this, and then that allows you to do some more stuff. So let's see. I'm going to add another light bulb for fun, and then I'm going to add a switch in between them. And again, you can do anything you want. I'm just doing a few options. Again, you do not have to do the same ones I do. I'm just doing a few options that would work. Uh, I'm not going to be going through every single one step by step. I'm hoping that you um, get the gist of it while I'm showing you, and then once you understand the basics, you can go on from your own. Save you some time. That way, you don't have to watch the entirety of this video. All right, so if I close the switch, the light bulb comes on, and here is my second successful circuit. So I'm going to go ahead and take a screenshot of this and paste it again. All right, picture. So there's two, and I would have to rearrange this in order, or put more lights, pull more wires, put more bulbs, do anything you want to create another successful circuit. I don't care how you do it, as long as it comes on. So as far as the unsuccessful ones go, it's easier to just build a circuit and mess it up. So like this one, for example, is working right now. If I click on the switch here, it comes off. This is unsuccessful because it's not working. So a quick screenshot of this would be perfect. Okay, that's what I mean by unsuccessful. You can do things like disconnect here, all right, like that. That's an unsuccessful one too. Anything you want to make the light bulbs all turn off. So like I said, ignore this insert image camera part if you're doing this online. So that will take us through part one. All right, so hopefully you can go through and do that. Now below here it says explain why you think some of the arrangement works and some of the other ones don't. Everything on here should be in complete sentence, guys. All right, we are smart and we are intelligent students, so giving me 2 or 3 word answers is not okay. I need a sentence or two. So what do you think was the difference between what went right and what went wrong up here? So just look at the differences, like these two here. All right, there's clearly a break in the circuit, so the electricity cannot get around. So I would say something along those lines. Okay, as long as you give me intelligent answers here, you're gonna be okay. All right, moving on to part two. All right, so like I said, this looks weird because you're not using the board. However, set it up exactly the same and it will work exactly the same. All right, so what I can do here is I can go down to the bottom corner and I'm going to reset my circuit so that I have a blank screen again and start again. So on this circuit, it even labels it for me. It says I got a battery, a switch, and a bulb. So I'm gonna start with a battery like this. It's connected to a bulb up here, and it's connected to a switch over here. Now again, don't try to connect these like dot to dot to dot. It's going to be like small and congested. If you set it up in the formation that they have it here and then connect it with wires, it will work a lot better. So what I mean is you see how the light bulb is at the top of the circuit on the picture? I put it at the top of the circuit on the virtual lab. The switch is on the left, I have it on the left here, and the battery is on the right, I have it on the right over here. And then from there, I use wires to connect all my dots. So when it goes here, I'll stretch it to this side. I'll use another wire here to go there. And one last wire to connect them like this. All right, so this is the correct setup for this section. So I build the circuit correct, open the switch, and close the switch and see what happens. So first question, a circuit that is on and working is called a closed circuit. Based on what you experienced, explain what a closed circuit means. So switch is open, switch is closed, switch is open, switch is closed. Clicking on the switch will activate the action of the switch being open and closed. So you can see that here that when the switch is closed, the light comes on, and when the switch is open, the light goes off. So a closed circuit, you can think like, okay, a closed circuit, all right, the electrons can flow through the wires and make it through the bulb and back to the battery, which completes the circuit. And if you open the circuit, remember, electrons cannot jump through the air. Electrons do not like the air because air does not conduct electricity well, while metal wires do. So that is a good callback to what we learned in class. And then B says if a circuit is off or is not working, it's called an open circuit. So you see how the switch is open and this circuit's off. Okay. Talk about the pathway of electrons being disconnected. That will help, like, so you should see that what I mean here is that even though you don't have this physical lab in front of you here, you can still do these questions with a virtual lab. Works exactly the same way. All right, on to section 3. All right, so here is the symbols and what they mean on the actual device. So clicking on this link will take you to the exact same website I am on. So how about that? You can just take a screenshot of this because it's the exact same thing you built up here. So that's even an advantage to doing this online, is that you already have this one done. So Windows Shift S, take the screenshot, click and drag, find my screenshot, paste my screenshot, boom, on to the next one. All right, so with this one in mind, letter B, you see all these weird symbols. You can activate those weird symbols by clicking here on your screen, right here. So you see the one that's a battery, and then you see another one that has the symbols. Those symbols will help you do question B. So you're going to want to build the same circuit. Now, if you have the same circuit left over from the last time through, you really don't have to do much because you have a lot of it in already. The circuit says that there is a section for the battery, there is a switch, and 2 light bulbs. All right, so just to be consistent, I'll start over again and do this from beginning so you guys can see it all. So I'm going to click on the bottom right corner here. That is the symbols, which again are stated above here in question part 3. And if you look beneath each one on the left-hand side, it also does it over there. So I need this little looking thing over here. And if I look, oh, hey, that's a battery. Drag and drop it onto the circuit, rotate it so it matches. Next, I have 1 light bulb and 2 light bulbs. All right, so light bulb here and a light bulb here. All right, you can see that they are clearly connected by wires because you cannot connect these to each other in a way that's good. All right, so don't try to do that. Like I said, these shape weird, so just try to connect everything with a wire. So I got my 2 light bulbs, and then finally at the bottom I have a switch. So I'm gonna click and drag my switch, and it is connected to the battery, so I'm gonna leave it like that. So then everything that's not connected, use the straight line for the wire to hook it up like this. And again, if it's not perfectly straight, that's fine. Like that wire in the middle there. I just want you to have the basics like this. Boom, there you go. All right, and when you turn the switch on, the electrons start flowing, and you have a working circuit. So then you would take a screenshot of this, all right, because it would look like this in real life. So I want you to take a screenshot of what it would look like in real life to duplicate or represent you building it on the circuit board, because if you were in class, you would have used this picture to build an actual circuit on your board, because I want you to understand what those mean, all those symbols mean. So I'm going to take a screenshot of that, paste it here. Okay, that's like obnoxiously big, so I'm going to resize it so it fits in the middle. Nice for me. Okay, and then that takes us to the end here, with the what did you learn. So the what did you learn part, you don't really have to build anything. You just have to go back through and look at your work and answer the questions. So answering the questions should be pretty easy because you have done the stuff already. So what does the word circuit and circle have in common? All right, if you look, they basically have the same root word. So circuit and circle, right? You cannot make a circle without connecting a round line together. Same with a circuit. You cannot make a circuit if it is not all connected. Explain what happens to the switch when you open it. All right, back up top and look at the circuit, or you can just go to the one over here and click it and see what happens. And then define circuit in your own words. You have built 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 circuits. So you should have a good idea what they are. Do not Google this answer. I am aware of all the answers that Google has for the word circuit. Do not Google it. Give me your own words. I want to make sure that you understand what a circuit is, because as we move forward in this unit, I will be using circuit all the time. And if you don't know what it means, it's going to hurt you. And then after that, you will be done. Reminder, please complete these in complete sentences. You guys are smart kids. Give me smart answers. Alrighty, that takes us through the what is a circuit lab and how to do it online. If you have any questions, reach out to me and I'll do my best to help you with online.